Good afternoon, welcome back. As we said earlier in the day, we do not have a birthday video today. I did found a second person of somewhat interest, Lester Spangler, who was kind of a stunt driver who did some of those, the car jump shows and the demo derbies and all that sort of stuff. But Lester Spangler and Pitbull were the only two um, drivers that I seen pop up both on Racing Reference or J-Ski that I had, any knowledge of. The rest of them, a lot less knowledge of anybody, really, to be truthful. So, as we said earlier, we're going to do a set review. I've got an insert set here from 2004. It is a 27 card set. It was produced by High Gear, which of course was Press Pass, and it is the High Groove set. Of course, you see kind of all the cards will have this honeycomb design, and they are die cut on one end, again with that same shape. And there'll be a lot of familiar drivers here. Most of them, I believe, Harvick's probably going to be the only one in this set that is still racing full time. But there you see Greg Biffle. And we'll kind of show you the fronts and backs in this since it's a small set, so I'll just put it down here. That way I'm not fumbling the whole stack. And they're not sticking, but they're just kind of thick cards, a little bit thicker than a normal card. Jeff Burton. Of course, he was driving for Roush. The first two drivers are driving for Roush. See here, Kurt Busch, first three drivers driving for Roush. Gives you a little paragraph there about each driver. Ricky Craven was driving for PPI. Was it Scott Wells? Cal Wells. Cal Wells was an IndyCar owner who moved over to the NASCAR Cup Series in 2000. Had two teams, and it quickly went to one. There's Dale Jr. Kind of midway through his career at DEI. He had a few more seasons left after 2004. Jeff Gordon was 3 years removed here, about 3 years, because 2001 was his last title. He would race to, 2015-ish. Would never win another title. I think 2007 was his best shot, but that kind of fell flat. Robbie Gordon, 3 career Cup wins. Here he is driving for RCR. Probably the best ride he ever had. There's the aforementioned Kevin Harvick when he was driving for Childress. Dale Jarrett, now with NBC. Who's next? We have Jimmy Johnson, who's coming back in car 84 for the rebranded Petty GMS team. Matt Kenseth. Not sure if he'll be doing any racing this year. Bobby Labonte will be continuing in the Southern Modified Series. He seems to be happy doing that. Terry Labonte stayed pretty much quiet after retirement. He'll make an appearance here and there. Sterling Marlin, who is battling Parkinson's disease, has spent time on his family farm, shows up occasionally on social media. A driver that's very active on social media, Mark Martin, puts a lot of nostalgic posts about his early racing days, like ASA and the like. Jamie Mack, who's been with Fox for the last few years. I believe this is Casey Mears, driving for Ganassi at this time. Replaced Jimmy Spencer in the 41. Not sure what Casey's up to these days. Joe Nemechek. Joe still occasionally tries to run a truck or Xfinity race or whatever. He was going to run with his son John Hunter at the Daytona race in the fall, but the qualifying got rained out, I believe. Ryan Newman, I believe he's going to be doing some modified racing this year. He raced SRX last year a little bit. Kyle Petty, still active with NBC, does the Kyle Petty charity ride. Still very active on social media. Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd has just went into like a lifetime worth of hibernation. Does not seek public attention. Will come out for the occasional press conference or whatever. I don't want to say press conference, but you know what I'm saying. Public, just, autograph signing or Hall of Fame or whatever. High groove card here. Just drawing a blank here. Elliott Sadler, driving for Yates. He was the one that replaced Ricky Rudd. They changed number from 28 to 38. Dave Blaney, I believe he still runs some sprint cars once in a while in Ohio and thereabouts. Of course, this is the father of Ryan Blaney. Jimmy Spencer. Don't hear much about Mr. Excitement, but I'm sure he's still out there. Tony Stewart. He doesn't shy away from an opinion. Of course, co-owner of Stewart Haas Racing and owner of one of the co-owners and founders of SRX. Rusty Wallace. If you notice, they did these drivers in alphabetical order. So Rusty, I believe he's still with MRN or PRN. And our final card of this set, they had so little to say about Mikey, they just turned him into a checklist. So that is the 2004 Wheels High Gear High Groove set. I just recently finished putting this set together because I had two partial sets in different boxes that at different times I was working on the set. And so I finally just decided to put them together, see what I could come up with, and I was still a couple cards shy. Then I looked through my drivers that I'd had organized, and poof, here we are with a complete 27 card set of 2004 Wheels High Gear. So once again, hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoy doing these set reviews once in a while. Just kind of gives us an opportunity to go back and look at some of the sets from the past and what we have evolved to as far as a hobby today with all the different inserts, parallels, and so on and so forth. So thanks again for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come back and see us tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks for watching.